So perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful yellow sunshine. These are conditions for the beautiful game. At least that is how it should be. The backdrop could not be any more idyllic. The players are with us now. The crowd is in good number and in shirt-sleeve order. It is lovely to be able to breathe fresh air without having to wrap oneself up to the gills and simply to turn up and to enjoy a match that matters to so many. Well, this really is a great venue. It adds so much character to every game it stages. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Fire has a pop! There it is! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
Gets wrestled off the ball. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Got a sight of goal here. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goes for goal! Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Aimed long and direct. Header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Tries to get it forward quickly. It's being played forward. He's got away. And out it comes again. Oh, well intercepted, really alert. There's the half-time whistle. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. And he's surging through. Forward it goes. And he's onside. In towards the middle.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
He's left his man. Made towards the front. Can he put it away? What about it? A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
Time for a change in personnel. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Danger averted for now. Going through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Heads it! And that may well be that. That is that. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, looking back on this, the early goal had a big influence on what unfolded and allowed them to dictate with comfort.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us. Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
But if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nicely controlled. And it's hoisted clear. He's had a look. He's had a shot. And he's done it. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Plays it long. They've played it short. Going through. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Aimed long and direct. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
Brought forward. What does he try from here? And he just whacks it away. And the shot! And in it goes! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He's got through. Goalkeeper's ball. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and 2 between them at half-time. So we're already into the second period. No changes at the interval from either side. He's left his man. Hoists it high. A chance to play it in. Hits one! We can get that clear. What a throw in. It's gone out for a throw in. Drilled in low. And that has been clubbed away. He's got options out wide. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Has a hit! And help's available out wide. Boots it to safety. Out of play for a goal kick.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
What an adventurous run from a defender. And the finish! Gets good distance on it. And there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Has he picked him out? He's got away. And the referee brings it to a close. So they bask in their win, a genuinely professional performance and a result which is well deserved. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance. And
Welcome everyone to a part of the world where the game of football is so important. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building up here as we head towards kick-off. It's a bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. Notwithstanding that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good. There's a smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and the game will be underway very shortly. It is a venue this which simply adds to the spectacle of the game it stages. One of the most impressive arenas in this part of the world. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And that gets things running. Floats one over. It's a loose ball. Get a throw in. And the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed low and direct. And the defence can get it clear. And it's been taken straight back. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Over to the left. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Defence has got rid of that. Plays it out to the wing. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Fires it in low. Gets it back. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. And it's got through. Gets up to head it! And the first 45 minutes are up. So, fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And the second half gets underway. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. He's got away. Up to meet it. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Forward it goes. Aimed long and direct. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Ball's gone out of play. Dinks one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Can he score? That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone has a pop! Hoofs it forward. Out to the left it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played out to the right, played back in. Is it in? And that has been clubbed away. He's made sure that that won't get through. It is now or never. Time is against them. Drilled in low. Goes for goal!
Well, their tails are certainly highest, and they clearly fancy their chances of ending up winners.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, it looked 0-0 from a fair way out. Little craft or guile or penetration. Defence is largely untroubled. It's goalless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim. Hello, good afternoon to one and all. Like you, we are very much ready to go here and looking forward to a game that has been the topic for universal conversation in this part of the world for much of the last few days. It's dry at the moment, but the forecasters have warned us of impending rain. There's no certainty about that, but when it does come, it shouldn't affect the dynamics of a match which has so much riding on it. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. and boy, does it add to the occasion. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course, forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Was too timid to make it through the defence. It'll be noted and improved upon, I'm sure.
Tries lifting it over. Boots it to safety. It's gone a long way up and away. It's a loose ball. And here's the chance to counter. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. It's got through and cleared without complication. It's been intercepted and that will come to nothing. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Bangarua seemed to have chosen a tougher route through the middle. That was easily read and dealt with.
Turns and he'll have a dip! And he's going long. And out to safety. He's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, good interception. It's another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Armanucci just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Over to the left. Surely a shot. Shoots! He's missed another one.
Bangarua really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Gets up to head it! He's delivered all right! And right on half-time, that is telling! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Deadlock. There's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Leading 1-0 at the break. The start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. He's coming on on the right now. What's on? He's got away. A really good feat.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Forward it goes. There's a long ball, looking for space out wide. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Spot on, Peter.
That'll be a throw-in. There's going to be another change here. Knocks it away.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Armanucci are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
We get a throw-in. Almost there, and the players can feel it. Plays it out to the wing. Played into space out wide. That is terrific skill. So who's he picking out? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's been levered clear. And that's it. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon. Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
So it's away we go then. Well played, he saw that coming. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Hits one! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
And he's going long. Dangerous looking ball. And it's come to nothing. Played into space out wide. Has a hit! What about it? And already they're looking to run away with it. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Needed a better pass there. Played back in. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Danger averted for now. Towering header! And it's there! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Played out to the right. And a shot! It goes to show he is human after all.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Here's the whistle for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. That's gone a long way up and away. Looking to shoot! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra-sharp, Peter. His anticipation is in fine working order.
Battles to win it back. Looking for space out wide. Goes for goal! It's there! And they are right back within touch!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. So is this the start of a comeback? Forward it goes. Someone looks like he's in need of protection here.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
And he's on a charge. Defender's on the back foot. Plays it out to the wing. Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's gone for it! He scores! And the lead is extended still further.
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
There's going to be a change now with the ball out of play.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So now the difference is 3. Shoots! Really well taken goal.
Well, those two have a lovely understanding, and they executed the 1-2 impeccably to set up the goal.
So the manager making the last of his changes.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in.
So that's it. It is all over. Well, that is truly disappointing. It is a results business, and this result is worth nothing. Your final thoughts, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness, and it was weak throughout.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. This one of the great amphitheatres of the game. You are welcome to it, and indeed to one of the grandest fixtures. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So off we go then. Played out to the right. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Gets into some space. Oh, sweet feet. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Battles to win it back. So who's he picking out? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Plays it out to the wing. Chooses to go back. Defender's on the back foot. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Gets it upfield. Looking for space out wide. Timely intervention. Played into space out wide. Cleared without complication. That'll be a throw. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0. The action has already resumed here. So deadlock still has a pop! Marvellous goal!
Oh, the skipper has made such an important difference to put them in the lead again, but they can't afford to retreat and defend for the rest of this second half. To do that would invite trouble.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
There's no flag. He's got away. Dinks one in. Away from immediate danger.
Well, it's good stuff.
Looking to shoot. He has done it. 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So the ball's got out of play and a change is upcoming. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Going through. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he heaves it forward. Cut out in the shoots! Really well taken goal. Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic ending. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
We have got ourselves a game here. Almost there, and the players can feel it. So that's it. It is all over. Well, whatever the shortcomings on either side, it was a great game to watch, just one between them. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Gilbert Champu were victorious here, and rightly so. When you're allowed free licence to strut your stuff in wide positions, we could only see one winner. This is a performance that hasn't just got my approval. Listen.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.